Hey YouTube, welcome to One Little Coder. If you're like me who have been struggling to run Automatic1111, I'm going to call it just automatic web UI for Stable Diffusion on the free version of Google Colab for Stable Diffusion 2.0, then we have got a solution for it. Thanks to the last bin, now we have got a new Google Colab notebook that will help us run Stable Diffusion 2.0 on the free tier of Google Colab. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. First, this Google Colab notebook that I'm going to use will be linked in the YouTube description, but I'll still recommend you to always go to the last bench GitHub repository and check from there, because there is always some changes happening, and then you should always refer back to the original one, not the one that is linked in the YouTube description. But as of now, while I'm recording this video, the last one, the version that I'm using, works very well and fine. Get this Google Colab notebook and then just click File, save a copy in your drive because you don't want to directly use from GitHub. If you do not have anything secretive in your drive, you can do it, but otherwise just avoid it. Always good practice. Save a copy in your drive and then use that copy to connect first. Here, connect first. While you're making the connection, just make sure that you have got GPU runtime settings. Once this is all done, the next thing is you have to first install the automatic repo. The next one is you have to download the model, run this, first run this, then run this. You can see that first it took 12 seconds. Next, it took 46 seconds. And if you want to use the default version 2 model, then you can just select this and then run. But let's say you've got some fine-tuned version of CKPT that you want to use, then you can give that path here. But after you do this thing, click run, you'll get this done. And then click this run, which takes about a minute, which installs all the requirements. Once that is done, then you have to click the final play icon where you can select the model version between the 512 model and the 768 model. In my case, I've gone ahead with 768. If you want to use Gradio server, which I think uses ngrok in the backend, then select use Gradio server. If you do not want, do not select anything, just simply use it. You will get a local tunnel URL. And once you click the local tunnel URL, let me click it. It's going to show you a warning message at the start saying that this is a local tunnel link. Do you still want to go ahead and then use it? Click that link. After you click that link, let me even, that's not required. Like, it's going to show a simple blue color modal where you can just click and say, I'm fine with that. And then you will get this beautiful automatic UI for Stable Diffusion. Now, once you reach here, if you're familiar with automatic UI, you don't have to be bothered about it. Stop this tutorial right now here. Go ahead and then start using this thing. But let's say you're not familiar with that. I'm going to show you some capabilities of this amazing UI. The first thing that we can do is, after we arrive here, just see the model checkpoint. Just make sure that the model checkpoint is selected. The next thing is give a very nice prompt. Like I can say close up portrait of a young Chinese girl, studio lighting, filmy, cinematic, and then in the negative prompts I can say cartoonish, 3D, deformed, ugly. Somebody very rightly pointed out that what does ugly mean here, what does beautiful mean here. I think that's another set of philosophical and ethical discussion that I don't know the answer to, but right now this works, so I'm going to go ahead and then try and click generate. Once you click generate, it's going to take probably about 20 seconds. And in this case, it didn't even take 20 seconds. You got this image. Sometimes when you get this kind of image, it's always a good practice to regenerate the image. Most likely in the next iteration, you should ideally get a very good image. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, you got this image. Some people have reported that even when you have lesser number of sampling steps, like for example, 7 and 8, they're getting good images. Again, these are the things that you can play with. And that is why having automatic UI is such a blessing. No, it doesn't look good. So I'm going to go back to probably 32 and then click generate. And that is like I said, that is one of the reasons why automatic is such a blessing, because now you have a lot of tools here that you can practice with. This is a beautiful image. I absolutely love this image. The details here, the eye, everything looks amazing. So you can try it with a different sampling method here. Like a lot of people have been finding DDPM++ working very well. You can change the dimensions here. If you want to restore the face, you can do it. But if you don't want to do anything, if everything looks fine to you, then what you can do is you can either save this image, download it, or you can send it to image to image. You can send it to image to image. After you send it to image, now you can use this image as a reference and then create something new. For example, I can say after this, I can say something like smiling happily, and then I can generate. It's not going to use the same character, but it's going to now use this as an input image, and then try to create an output image that is smiling, and you can see how that image is going to look like. And there are certain parameters that you can practice. For example, okay, you got slightly smiling, a very similar image, slightly smiling. Now you can play with the denoising strength and then reduce it in such a way that, for example, which one should have the more strength, whether the prompt, the image. I would strongly recommend you to properly watch a separate Automatic UI tutorial. This is not to explain completely how to do everything in Automatic, but I still wanted to let you know the amazing capabilities Automatic has got, and that you can do it for Stable Diffusion 2.0 on the free tier of Google Colab is simply amazing. And you've got this image. It's not smiling, but you've got this image. Okay, cool. So now you can also send it to InPainting. You can go back here, say send to InPainting. Once you send to InPainting, you can start saying, put something here, and then say nose ring, and then click generate. And then I expect that it'll try to put a nose ring there, but let's say it didn't do it. Okay, let's do slightly broader one. Maybe is it because nose ring is not common in China? I don't know. Nose ring is common in India. So let's see again. Okay, it didn't work. Primarily because I have changed the strength, denoising strength. I'm going to go back and then select 7.1, and then I'm going to click generate again. And now let's see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I will leave it to you for you to try it out. But let's see. Okay, this is not a nose ring. It's trying to mess up with the nose, but this is how exactly you would now start adding things that would improve your image. And finally, if you want to upscale this image, you can send it again to extras, and then once you get this image, you can upscale this image 1 level, 2 level, multiple levels. This is not using the latest upscaler from Stable Diffusion. I think, at least as far as I know, this is going to use the old existing methods. If you have got the latest upscaler working, then you're completely fine. But if you have got the old methods, then you can click one of these things and then try to upscale the image. And there are certain other options like using embedding, creating embedding. Again, like I said, I would recommend you strongly to try it out yourself. But if you want to see overall nutshell, I think this is one of the best UIs that you have got for Stable Diffusion, and Automatic has been amazing in updating the UI all the time. And the same with the last Ben is again quite active on GitHub, updating, fixing every single bug. So to quickly summarize, what you have to do is, the first step you have to do is to go to the repository of the last bin, and you can see the repo fast Stable Diffusion. Make sure you have started the repo. This means a lot to the developer. And also, this person is accepting donations. You can sponsor them if you use this a lot. The next thing is go click the Automatic UI here. Once you click the Automatic UI here, you are going to get to this place. And in this place, when you click this V2 RAM and then you run this, it's going to give you a new link that is exactly what I was using here. And I will link the final Google Colab notebook in the YouTube description for you to try it out directly. But in case if that Google Colab does not work, then you should do this. Go to the repo, click the first Colab, select this option, which is the V2 RAM fix, and that will give you a new link. Click the new link and open the new link and then start using it. And once you start using it, it's all run everything. And once you reach the final step, you are going to get a local tunnel URL link, and that local tunnel URL link is going to help you do whatever you want to do with Stable Diffusion v2.0. I've got separate tutorials around why do you have to use negative prompts, how can you get a really good face. Please check it out and then let me know what do you feel about these kind of tutorials. And also, if you want me to take you through everything in Automatic, which I think most people must know already at this point, but if you do not know, if you think that will be useful, I'm very happy to make a separate video about it. Let me know what you would like to see on this channel on Stable Diffusion especially. If you have any other question, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, once again, thank you to Automatic and the last bin for always working for us, always helping the community. If you can sponsor them, please sponsor them. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.